On July 30th, an attacker drained $70 million from nearly 1,200 separate Bitcoin wallets in 41 minutes. The victims had followed every security protocol. They kept their keys offline and used a hardware wallet from a manufacturer known for its obsession with safety. Hardware wallets rely on the idea of a private key drawn from a random 128-bit pool, a selection of numbers so vast that it is mathematically impossible to guess a specific one. This massive scale is what makes the system secure. In 2021, an engineering error quietly rerouted a specific wallet's key generation away from its hardware random number generator and into a software fallback. Instead of drawing seeds from the intended near-infinite pool, devices began drawing them from a tiny universe of only 40 to 72 bits of entropy. This vulnerability sat dormant for 5 years. Through firmware updates and human audits, the flaw remained invisible, a ticking clock buried in the code that governed over $100 million in assets. A shrunken universe of keys is a searchable one. Once the pool was small enough, an ordinary computer could generate every possible secret the software was capable of producing, turning a hidden bug into a target. The attacker likely generated every possible key for the broken process offline, derived the public addresses, and checked them against the blockchain. They sorted the hits by size and deployed a script to clear $70 million in less than an hour. There is no definitive proof that AI found this specific bug. However, the timing is notable. A flaw that sat undetected for 5 years was suddenly found and weaponized within 2 weeks of a highly capable frontier AI model reaching the open source world. These frontier models can ingest decades of public code repositories in minutes, identifying microscopic structural weaknesses that human reviewers missed during years of manual inspection. This shift changes the logic of open source software. Publicly available code no longer benefits from the many eyes theory of security. Instead, automated probes can now hunt through historical repositories at machine speed to find the one crack that matters. In the wake of the theft, a Bitcoin security red team used AI to scan 390 open-source repositories. In 27 hours of machine time, they uncovered nearly 5,000 vulnerabilities, including 85 issues classified as critical. This case shows the fragility of even our most vetted standards. Human experts reviewed the NIST Hawk encryption candidate for 2 years without finding a fatal flaw. A frontier AI model, operating for 60 hours at a cost of $100,000, discovered a new line of attack that cut the scheme's strength in half. The current landscape is heavily weighted towards offense. These models are proving to be significantly better at identifying and exploiting holes in existing systems than they are at building new, secure cryptographic structures. AI has collapsed the window between a vulnerability being created and an adversary weaponizing it. What once required a team of specialists now requires only compute time and the right prompt. Experts in quantum hardware now believe that computers capable of breaking current encryption could arrive by 2029. This is years earlier than many official migration timelines, which target a move to post-quantum security by 2035. State actors are already engaging in store now, decrypt later strategies. They are harvesting massive amounts of encrypted data today on the bet that future AI and quantum capabilities will make today's secrets readable within the decade. Machine speed defense is the only viable counter to machine speed attacks. During closed-door briefings with Representative Andrew Garbarino, developers showed models that could autonomously scan a bank's infrastructure, find a live vulnerability, and immediately write the patch. Access to these defensive tools is uneven. While large U.S. institutions have frontier AI access, many smaller European firms are structurally constrained by the EU AI Act, which limits how quickly they can deploy the very models needed to counter these automated threats. In this environment, your digital safety depends on whether your bank or wallet provider sits inside the defensive circle of frontier AI. Outside that circle, defenders are still moving at human speed, while attackers move at the speed of the machine. Set it and forget it security is no longer a reality. Surviving automated, indiscriminate probing requires a constant effort to raise your personal baseline. Install updates the moment they are offered, as they often close holes that automated tools have just found. Move away from SMS two-factor authentication in favor of hardware keys, And reboot your phone daily to clear malicious processes that live only in temporary memory. Audit your connected apps to revoke permissions you no longer use. If you are testing new or unproven software, do it on a separate, disposable machine rather than the device that holds your financial life. These automated attacks do not care who you are. Success in this era means making yourself a harder target than the person next to you, forcing the machine to look for an easier door.